Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to make another Valentine's Day mailbox for your little one's class party. So today we're going to be making this adorable little lion. So he's made out of supplies I found at the Dollar Tree, which makes it even better. So he's really inexpensive to make, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a list of supplies. So the supplies you're going to need to create this project are one of these plastic storage containers, some of these party bows, you can just use yellow or orange, some foam board, and a marker. You're also going to need some brown felt, one pair of these little googly eyes. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, and then for the glue you're going to want to use some E6000 Fix-All adhesive and some hot glue. You're going to need some paint and a paintbrush, and then one of these little shot glasses that are plastic, and a tablecloth that is yellow, and some black paint. You're also going to need some double-sided sticky tape, and all those items can be found at Dollar Tree. So step one, we're going to take our plastic container and cut the hole for the mailbox out of the side. So I cut the top out of this little square right where the handles are on either side, and then set that aside. So for step two, what I did is I unrolled the tablecloth, and I figured out how much I was going to need by wrapping it around the container, and then cut that down to size, leaving it folded up a few times so that the color was brighter. Then I used some regular Scotch tape just to hold this in place, and I taped it to the sides of the container here, making sure it was tight and as smooth as I can get it. So this is just to hold it in place, and then we're going to go ahead and use the double-sided sticky tape here in just a second. So I actually had some on hand, but I do have the Dollar Tree brand as well, and both of them work just fine. So using the double-sided tape, I taped all over the container, and we're going to go ahead and roll this mailbox all the way around, and we're going to recut the hole for the mailbox. So go ahead and cover that with the tablecloth. Now you don't have to use a tablecloth, I just had it on hand and I didn't want to wait for the paint to dry, so you could just paint this yellow or tan, it's really up to you. So once we have the double-sided tape on, we're just going to roll this as tight as possible so that it's nice and smooth, and then smooth all around the edges where the tape was at to make sure that it sticks really well. So you want to take your time. Don't rush it because you want to have it nice and smooth without a bunch of wrinkles and things in that. And then using some more double-sided tape, I am going to go ahead and just add some more, and then finish rolling this up where the crease is at to get it completely covered and have a nice seam on this side. So once I have that all the way done, I'm going to go ahead and flip this container upside down, and then I'm going to trim the top. It was a little bit too long, and then wrap the bottom here just like you would a present. It doesn't matter if it's super smooth because we're going to actually cover this up in just a second. So I just used some of the regular tape and some of the double-sided sticky tape to hold this all down into place. So make sure it's pretty secure, and then what you want to do is take your lid and trace around the tablecloth one time, and then you're going to go ahead and cut this out, and we're actually going to use this to cover up the bottom just to give it a nice smooth effect, because there really was no good way wrapping it to get it kind of smooth. So I used the double-sided tape on the bottom there, and then covered it with this nice round circle to smooth it out, and it really helped a lot. So now that that's done, I just took my razor blade. You could also just use scissors and cut a hole right down the center where their mailbox was, and then down on each side, and then I used some tape to tape it inside and have a nice smooth edge. So then for step three, we're going to use our lid and trace around the felt. We're going to cut out 2 ears, a long piece for the tail, and then using the dark brown, we're going to cut out the little piece for the nose and the end of the tail. Then you're going to paint your shot glass with the light brown. This is going to become the nose. We're going to take our tail and just glue that together. So we're just going to use a little bit of hot glue. So I just used the light brown felt and the dark brown felt to create a tail. There's nothing fancy here, no tricks, just something easy, you know what a lion's tail looks like. So do your best. And then for the ears, you just cut some triangles. You're going to cut that little slit up the center like we did for the hedgehog, and then you're going to just glue this together and make a 3D effect for the ear. So I've made these ears several times. If you guys watch my crafting videos, you guys have seen these in the past, how we make the 3D ears. So then using some more glue, we're just going to glue the face onto the lion, and we did paint some light brown paint around the edge of this lid so that it would have a more finished look. So then using a little bit of hot glue, we're going to go ahead and just glue the tail onto the back of the lion. And then we're going to go ahead and screw the lid on so we can start assembling the face. So you want to make sure when you do your face that the eyes are at the top on the same side as the mailbox opening. So I just glue the little nose on, and then taking a piece of triangle felt that I cut, I glue the dark brown piece on the front for the nose. Then I took the googly eyes and drew, and glued those on either side of the nose. And then we're going to go ahead and take these bows and glue them all the way around to make the lion's mane. So there's really no perfect way to do this. You just kind of have to piece it together and fill in the spots. So then step 5, I just drew this shape to make a lion's leg for the side to help it stand up, painted them yellow and attached those with glue, and then that is the finished project. So these turned out really easy. It was really easy to make. It was fun to make. I hope you guys like all these ideas for your little ones' Valentine's Day boxes. There's several other ones to watch, and here are some other videos you might also enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.